I wasn't planning on testing this, or starting this rather, but I do need to test it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a little bit of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Yeah, so I had mentioned on a previous stream that we were running into a bunch of blue screens when it came to sometimes streaming, sometimes just playing a game. But my particular PC hasn't been doing so hot since I made the switch on the operating system. However, it happened. It seemed to be doing okay for a little while, and then I had a couple crashes in a row, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to reset the PC. We'll do a somewhat clean install on the operating system, and we'll see how it goes from there. So far, so good. Don't want to jinx myself like I did before, but it seems to be that things are kind of running as normally as they were prior to actually switching from one operating system to the other. However, I need to test something that's going to be a little bit more, I don't know how to put it, intensive, I guess, than just streaming off of a console and capturing it with a capture card, or doing something like off of RetroArch like I was doing with Tomb Raider. So I said, you know what? And not that it's a new game per se, but Mass Effect Legendary Edition is the newest thing I have, and it will be running at like 4K. And yeah, I figure might as well do this since I was planning on doing it anyway. It's a little bit earlier than I was anticipating, but that's okay. We finished up Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I want to say maybe about a week ago, maybe a little bit under that. And yeah, I want to start up the second one. I want to see what we can get done here. Probably not going to be terribly long, but this is a test to make sure that everything is kind of back in order and that I could run something fairly intensive without having to worry about my system crashing. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get started. I was actually already having issues before trying to get everything to capture right. It seems like it's pulling up even when we have the little splash screen with the launcher, so that's good. Okay, so almost starting from scratch. Fortunately, most of my OBS settings saved, but it seems like it's kind of rocky. So if something needs to be changed, be sure to let me know, particularly with volume. Everything seems to be doing okay. We're capturing all right. Let me go through the options real quick, make sure we're looking at everything okay. See, well, that went back to 1080, which is, I wonder if I should leave it at that. Sometimes I'll need to hop back out, and I notice that when I have a lower resolution, and I go back to, my desktop, which is 4K, sometimes the game crashes, or sometimes we get some weird hiccups, so I wonder if I should switch that back. Or if that might cause some sort of issue. You know what? Let's push it. Let's see what we could do. Hopefully things will go okay. I did do a little bit of changing on the key bindings. Let's see if that saved. Looks like it did. Sound. I'm gonna bump the sound effects and the music up a bit. We'll save, and hopefully won't have any problems. Okay, we're gonna import our character. Oop, you're right, it is zoomed in. Let's see if backing out and putting back in fixed it, maybe. No, doesn't look like it. Alright. I'll actually need to exit the game and restart it. It looked like it was okay. I might have to leave it at 1080p if that's what it's initially capturing at. I don't know why it keeps resetting, because it was at a really low resolution when I initially started the game. Like, I think it was at 720 1280. And then I changed it to 4K. And then when I started it this time around, then it went to 1080, which I guess I'm fine with. It doesn't really make a difference, especially for the recording. We're maxed out at 1080 anyway, but I don't know why it keeps resetting the resolution. I just don't want it like super, super low, because then that would be weird. I'm sure graphically it might look a little strange. Okay, so now it's at 4K. It's still like really zoomed in. I don't get it. Alright. Well, that's the whole reason why I wanted to do a test stream in the first place. Make sure we work out all the kinks. I guess we'll take it back down to 1920 1080, see if it helps with the capture. For some reason, it's not doing the full screen game capture like it did with Mass Effect also. So the game also looks darker when it's at 1080. Let's see if that worked. I think that did it. Alright. Well, I guess we're streaming this in 1080. I won't benefit from the 4K resolutions, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. Okay, now we can begin. Let's go ahead and import that character. What do we have? What are the... Oh, we can only do veteran? Oh, never mind. There's hardcore and insanity. I guess we'll leave it at veteran. Auto level up, no. Subtitles, we'll leave that on. Squad power usage is on. Let's turn autosave on. Okay. So, as I was trying to say before we run into our issues, did Mass Effect before, that run is different from when I did the original versions of the game. The original versions of the game, I went with male Shepard. We did kind of a mixed run, but mostly Paragon. Basically, I was basing it off of whatever logically I would choose given the situation. I wasn't necessarily like, ooh, let's pick all the Paragon options. But anyway, that original run ended mostly Paragon, male Shepard. So this time I want to do something a little bit different. Again, sort of picking like the type of choices that I would naturally pick, but we're kind of skewing a little bit more towards Renegade. Also, we're doing FemShep. And what did I have? Military specialization, infiltrator. We were Renegade. Status of Rex did not survive on Vermeer. Again, not really something I wanted to do, but I also do want to experience some of the differences that are, can be played throughout the game. And one of the biggest ones I can remember is having Reeve in place of Rex. So that should affect the outcome of a couple different things, but Rex did not survive. Caden did survive on my original playthrough stream, so he was killed on Vermeer, and Ashley survived, regrettably. And the council was lost during the attack, so just a big bag of joy. But that's okay. We're in it for the unique experience.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
So, got a few bucks to spend after the original Mass Effect. Let's get in Martin Sheen to do a voice. That's a pretty high-profile actor compared to, most of what they had before, which are sort of more niche. But, yeah, the Elusive Man. Kind of based off of the cigarette-smoking man in the X-Files, I'd say, but I don't know if there's any official word on that. They seem pretty damn close. Also, we're dealing with Cerberus now, which we had a couple side missions with in the original game. Bit of a shadow organization in that game, but
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks
might be
active.
some changes this time around. Who knows?
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Everybody's dead, Joker. There's no one to get the fire out.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander. Get the hell out of here!
Man, Jennifer Hale's voice is a little piercing. Hope the limiter is working.
Everybody in. Go, go, go!
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Yeah, that don't look so good. I don't think it's holding together. Look at that, even the seats. They didn't survive. I could push them around, too.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
I don't know.
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no. They're coming around for another attack. Ah, watch the arm. Commander! Shepard!
Yeah, but hats off to the SR1. It's a hell of a way to start off a game. The destruction of the ship from the previous one and the destruction of the main character for the most part. Also, could probably make it a little louder. It seems plenty loud, but if you say so. No, not the launcher. It's currently at 55%. I'm going to bump it up to 65. It's a 10% increase. If they're talking over me, that ain't good, so we'll see. Also, I'm usually more attuned to speakers as opposed to headphones. I don't know how it is on headphones, but the last game I streamed, Majora's Mask, was way too goddamn loud. So you didn't say anything about it that time. So I kind of wonder how's the sound really sounded like. But I guess I won't find out until the stream's over with. Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I'm gonna say no.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
We can rebuild
The
her.
Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Make her better, stronger, more enhanced. Is she the bionic woman? She might as well be. They get into this, but the Lazarus Project scrapes up what little they had, rebuilds it into what most they can make out of it. Except imported face. What did they ever do to enhance this? Did they do anything? Probably not. Nope. Yeah, the character creation was never that great. It's like most character creators, they tend not to live up to the potential. I think we'll keep the same face that we had from the previous game, which is just the default. Okay, so this is the big moment. Let's see. We've got to choose a class. Now, I believe last time when I started this, they sort of changed up the dynamic of the game, because in Mass Effect 1, you can use, all the weapons for the most part. I think there's only a handful of classes where you're limited. You have pretty wide range in what you could wear in terms of armor. I feel like with Mass Effect 2, they tried to limit it a little bit more to make, I guess, all the classes feel a bit more unique. I don't know. But from what I remember, when I did the first stream of these games, I did something that was mostly based off of using the sniper rifle. It might have been Infiltrator, I don't remember now. Now, I've heard that in Mass Effect 2 and 3, they really did the biotics dirty. So, like, actual abilities, biotic abilities, are no longer viable. And they're pretty bad, so I guess I probably won't be doing anything that relies on biotics. You don't remember what Sentinel and Adept do? Engineer got a sentry that fires. I think Vanguard has nice charging. Don't remember what Sentinel and Adept do. Sentinel and Adept just seem to mostly be in the territory of the biotics. Adept. Adepts are outfitted with the L5X, or L5 5 times implants. I don't know. That can spawn a micro-singularity, damaging enemies and pulling them into the air. Adepts are biotic specialists capable of disabling and killing enemies with raw biotic power. While they lack advanced combat training, they are the best at defeating enemies without firing a shot. Sentinels. It's kind of like the Jedi Sentinels, maybe. It's a mixed best of both worlds. Equipped for the most advanced ablation armor system to keep themselves safe. If overloaded, the system will stun all enemies within a short distance. Sentinels are unique, bringing both tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. While they lack the focus of adepts and engineers, they are versatile and can handle any situation. I don't think I'll be looking at those two. I've heard from a lot of people, I think, that the Vanguard is a nice class. Maybe Engineer too? What's an Engineer? It can spawn combat drones and harass enemies, or to harass enemies, or force them out of entrenched cover positions. You get a combat drone, overload, incinerate, a hacking cryoblast, heavy pistol, and submachine guns. So we're stuck with kind of like sidearms. Engineers are tech specialists, the only class able to employ combat drones on the battlefield. Engineers are the most effective class at blasting through enemy defenses and disabling opponents. Is there more? No, there isn't. Vanguards are outfitted with L5N implants, enabling them to perform biotic charge that strikes opponents with incredible force while bringing the Vanguard in close for short-range combat. Got a biotic charge, pull, shockwave. Weapons are shotgun, heavy pistol, and the submachine gun. Ammo training is incendiary and cryo. Vanguards are feared for their high-risk, high-reward combat style, closing quickly on enemies, destroying them at close range with weapons and biotic abilities. That does not sound like my playstyle. I am very much somebody that goes for range, so I don't know. I might be interested in trying it just to try something different, but at the same time, that kind of freaks me out. Infiltrator, that one uses sniper rifles, so that's probably not what I'm going to go for, just so I could be different. No, but I know Infiltrator, because that's what I did the first time. I want to do something different, but I don't know if I want to go like off the deep end. Because I love range, I love my sniper rifles, but we did it the last time, so I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to do something different. And then soldiers just all around with weapons, I believe. High-level operatives outfitted with ocular synaptic processors that allow them to focus on targets with lethal accuracy. Soldiers are pure combat specialists. No one is tougher or more effective at taking down enemies with gunfire. Soldiers have the most thorough weapons training and can use all special ammo types. You know, it's funny, I was looking back at my old stream of Mass Effect 1, and I think I chose the soldier class, even though I thought I did the infiltrator or something, so It's nice at least that we got to do something a little bit different. This kind of sounds interesting with the combat drones. I don't know how effective it'll be. Sounds kind of lame a little bit, but I don't know. Vanguards. Let me just see. Biotic charge, pull, shockwave. Shotgun, heavy pistol, submachine gun, incendiary, and cryo. Let's give it a try. See what happens. If I don't like it, I guess I could always go back. I'm probably not going to get too deep into the game today, so. Confirm your character's complete, you'll be unable to change any settings. Whatever.
Something's wrong.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings.
Steve Bloom, is that you?
Miranda, I think she's waking up.
Yeah, apparently it's a high-risk, high-reward class.
Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Saltar is angry.
Wake up, Commander.
Man's had a sordid career.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a
Why is she talking like over herself?
Damn it! Those canisters, keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Oh god, this is gonna be different. So yeah, the combat was revamped in Mass Effect 2 to a fairly high degree. We now have to worry about ammunition instead of just overheating, which I know a lot of people that enjoyed the first game did not like. Once again, this was the game that I started the series off on, so, you know, it seemed kind of more traditional to me, but I could definitely understand the ire that some people had.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Because when you're used to not having to worry about ammunition, it's not really fun to start worrying about ammunition. Unfortunately, thermal clips are automatically picked up when you walk over them, so...
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
There's also a bit of instability when it comes to... Where's that coming from? Actual firing, so it's a little rougher. You get the Blood Dragon Armor 2. It was honestly a favorite since it came with the Dragon Age Origins. I remember getting that because I had the code that came with it. And I had Dragon Age Origins. But, I guess they would include it. I don't see why they wouldn't. But yeah, it was kind of like DLC back then. And the other things that we have to worry about is we don't have the medkits, so we have to wait for health to recharge, which isn't as fun. But that was by design because they did not want people... I don't know, I guess they wanted to up the tension. They didn't want people just to use a medkit whenever they were in danger. I think the cooldowns probably, you know, worked out fine in that regard, but hey, who am I to say what sort of game mechanics should and shouldn't be revamped? Alright. I just wanted to see some people get shot. But you're the boss.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
That's a hammer.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
No arc.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Okay. I guess I do have shields. What's a little fire?
Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, you can read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
And look at that snap. It's gonna give people visual whiplash. Sorry. Can't be helped. Oh, you.
Have a nice trip.
My shields are down.
Wait, what?
What are you doing here?
I didn't even know there was a dialogue option. I was shooting at something.
Woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Yeah, see, we probably shouldn't have started a conversation while we were getting shot at.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
By all means. Good stuff away. Where are your abilities? Oh, does it just give me whatever is on hand? I guess that works. Oh no, there he is.
Falling back.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be using them, but, you know. I guess that's his problem.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin.
Meat tubes.
But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Okay. Well, there you go. Fills in a few of the blanks.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Looking through from what little we played so far, I'm not seeing as many advancements as I saw between the original version of the first Mass Effect and then the Legendary Edition. With this one, mostly everything seems to be the same. I remember the HUD elements kind of looking like this, the disembodied head at the bottom, the this up top here, so, I mean, you know, for the most part, I think it probably looks similar. I have heard that a lot of the advancements were kind of pushed in the first game, and then when it came to the second one, it was pretty much just some slight visual enhancements.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
I will say, just going from the first game to the second game, the animations look a little bit better, particularly with some of the expressions as well. But I don't know that that's inherently an effect of the Legendary Edition. I'm sure it's just a straight transfer.
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shep.
Oh, Shep, we're getting on nickname basis.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard! Down here! Bastards
Hello.
got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
It
Grab
still
the
exists.
Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Welcome to the party, Wilson.
Wilson,
Where is it? Oh, Unity. Okay,
Hurt bad.
I gotcha. So it just strictly affects that now, and that's not
Thanks,
even a real
Shepard.
ability.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
we didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
This guy sounds like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. That's because it is. It's Steve Bloom. I referred to him earlier, but yeah. He does a lot of voice work.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Okay, you want to do that while he's just standing right there?
That's it. Let's get out of here.
I guess it didn't affect him.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of them.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
The Elusive Man. We call him Tim for short. Wow, 4 renegade points for basically nothing.
You've been spotted.
Where? Oh. I guess that would do it. Even I'm not used to the reloading. I play a lot of third-person shooters too, so something to get used to, I guess. I will say that I went back and I've started a new playthrough for the original Mass Effect. I'm trying to recreate that original stream. I can't remember everything that happened, but the big stuff at least I've got an idea for. But we'll see how much progress I make on that. I think it would be cool at some point to sort of revisit it. Besides, we hear that there's some kind of like transferable save file, or at least there's some sort of parameter at the end. I think if maybe I ever decided to do a playthrough of Mass Effect 4, I'd probably want to continue off of a similar save file from that initial stream. But we'll see. Oh good, credits.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
It's not cold in space. There's just a lot of radiation. Which is arguably worse, but still. Anything else out here?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Okay.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
No. Maybe.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Nah, I don't really care.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I'm your biggest creation.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's
You care.
right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Oh, Miranda's face still looks weird. I guess they never really got around to fixing that. This is back when facial capture was sort of a newer thing. They still don't quite have it right, do they? Even with some of the best of teams. So
Before
something
you
about the
meet with
face that's a little bit
elusive
too
man, we need to
puffy.
ask you questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Okay.
Did you say 2 years?
They said this before.
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
Those bastards were dug in deep in a fortified bunker. I sent a lot of good soldiers to their deaths. That's how it had to be.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die. That can't affect your decisions. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Council died on the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
I've been thinking about this, and I took a look to see like what some of the effects were. It seems like Anderson would probably be more preferable in this spot. I think when we let the council live during the last time, and you could elect like a representative or something, I picked Anderson. I don't know if Anderson like actually gets on to the council. I guess it says if it leads one, but I don't know. Seems like it would probably be the better option just to pick Anderson.
With the council dead, humanity stepped into power. We formed a new council. I recommended Captain Anderson to lead it.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Although when I finished up the stream for Mass Effect most recently, I walked away without choosing either of them, so...
The elusive
Oh, that
man
was
is
quick.
waiting for you in the other room.
I expected a loading screen of some sort.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Well, no face-to-face conversation?
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Oh yeah, I've always loved the Elusive Man room. Don't remember the theme too well, but it sounds alright from what I can hear.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I also really like the character. I thought Martin Sheen did a good job with this, his performance in this, and I like the way they presented him in this game. Not so much the next one, but I guess we'll get to that.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Alright. Oh, I can't use the U or the I button. Let's take a look. Upgrade power, squad points, click on new power level, and click purchase. Below your portrait, and use a summary of Paragon and Renegade points. The more points, you can unlock new conversation options. Okay. Let's see. I see, but now we're on increment values instead of just leveling up one by one. Charge now hits with increased force. The Mass Effect field is retained briefly to shield you from incoming fire. Sets enemies on fire, damages health. X charge and assault mastery first and foremost. Let's see. Your relentless fighting style increases your weapon damage. It reduces power recharge time and increases Paragon and Renegade scores. Sounds good to me. Charge now hits with increased force, and the Mass Effect field is retained briefly to shield you from incoming fire. I guess let's just do assault masteries and get it all out of the way. Let's see. Ability evolution. Destroyer. Your weapon inflicts even more damage. You receive a damage bonus to biotic powers or champion. Your staying power lets you survive marathons of combat. Power recharging time and Paragon and Renegade scores are improved still further, and you receive a bonus to biotic power duration. Okay, if you say so. I'm gonna do Destroyer, I guess. Journal, and I'll read these off stream, but not necessarily on. Same thing with the Codex. I was actually reading through the Codex in the original Mass Effect last time. I don't remember if that was in the original game or what, but they have like voiceovers for all of the entries. So, I guess that's nice. Man, they really didn't take away those hotkeys. What a shame. I guess maybe this game was more geared towards consoles. But you don't need to not include hotkeys.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Very standoffish for somebody that brought me back to life.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Why is your hair so big?
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the Elusive Man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
What is your problem,
Are you
exactly?
naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Well, at least my face isn't as weird.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by
Start
mechs
getting
and
our
security
fireworks
drones.
in early, I
Average
guess.
in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Well, Cerberus was doing some shady things, so...
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
So I really like the armor now. Well, at least in Shepard's case for the old N7 armor. But yeah, it kind of bugged me. I kind of prefer the more platelet look as opposed to whatever the hell was going on in that first game. I guess not all of them are bad, but a lot of the armor wasn't that great.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
I mean, Cerberus was also responsible for a lot of colonies going missing too, so...
That's all for now.
Kind of find some of the reasoning a little bit questionable. Also, in the last game, Cerberus, I remember distinctly there being like a Cerberus ship, and they pointed out specifically that there were like no markings on it, and it's very shady, and lots of, I don't know, stuff to basically make you not question it, but now they got like their logo emblazoned on everything, such as like right there. Everybody's got like a Cerberus insignia and whatnot, so I guess. What kind of outfits do we got? I don't remember liking it. Oh yes, the the labor worker uniform. That's good. Oh, look at that. Some kind of hoodie. Very casual. Oh, and the dress. I remember it now that I see it, but I don't remember it back then. That's for Friday night partying. I guess let's do that one. I don't know. What's the helmet situation looking like? Oh, yeah. Caden had that one in the last game. I was like, why can't my helmet look like that? Why do we have the stupid... I guess it doesn't look bad when it's fully enclosed, but I never liked the look of the standard helmet with the open mouthpiece. Yeah, you could get more helmets and other things eventually. At this point in time, we're stuck with pretty much what we got here, but eventually we'll be able to get some more stuff to kind of customize it. Ooh, let's make it shiny. Ugh. No, let's stick with that. Maybe some blue. Get a little blue in there. Maybe some light blue. Yeah, not big on the pattern. Especially that one. It smells like someone smudged a paintbrush all over it. Why not? Oh, the helmet stays on. Not yet. Maybe. Maybe once them cracks start showing up, then we'll decide whether or not we want to keep the helmet on. Let's see. You've received the following bonuses for importing a level 57 character into Mass Effect 2, even though I don't know. Maybe 57 was the max that it translated to, but I thought I reached level 30. Man, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe it was level 39. Yeah, I guess that would make sense then. 4,000 level experience to start at level 5. We get 150,000 credits. So despite the fact that I had like a million, I get a fraction of that. But I guess maybe some people spent it. All my earnings. We have a lot of materials, which is good. Spent a lot of time getting a bunch of crap, so hopefully it translated into all this. 63 Paragon, 190 Renegade, so that's a lot of work put in already. I don't need the mission summary. We got that weapon, and yeah, we're good to go. Importing gives you a fuck ton of stuff. Kind of would like it if it gave me a little more, but I guess the game can't play itself, can't it?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Oh, I thought we were going to continue on with some more information, but I guess not. I do kind of like the shuttle. I know some people just like touching down on the planet with the Normandy, but actually we really haven't gotten the Normandy yet, have we? But I like the idea of shuttles. Fully equipped. Am I? Oh wait, here we go. Okay. There's our shotgun. I got a machine pistol. I guess let's see how this operates.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
STNG shuttle? The runabout? Oh, just in Star Trek in general.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Trying to think. I don't know. I sort of like the design of the Galileo from the original series. Never was a huge fan of the runabout. It just looked bulky. I did like the, what do they call it? It's like a Delta or something in Voyager. That one was sleek.
Hear that? Sounds like fender smacks.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
It's a little bit too inaccurate for my tastes. And charging in does not seem like a good idea when we have issues keeping our shields up.
Hostiles.
The Delta Flyer, there we go.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
I mean, that would be ideal. What the hell? Shit. God, that looks like the thing from Half-Life. Hound Eyes? Is that the one from Half-Life, or is that what they're called in this game?
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone.
That's what they call them in Half-Life. It's been a minute since I played Half-Life, and it's been an hour since I played Half-Life 2, so I don't remember it as well as I probably could. Metagel. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you find the matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. Okay. So this is the matching game. Shit. Ah, crap. It's harder than I thought it would be. $2,000 credits.
Draw right.
Excuse me? Oh.
Get over here.
Taking heavy fire! Oh.
Target down.
Oh. Stunned.
Here we go.
Quarians.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Tali, Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Praza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit! Why would your old commander work
Bullshit.
for Cerberus?
I don't know, but if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
If Vitor survived the attack, he may be able to tell us what happened.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best state to answer questions. He was injured and, nervous around...
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
You should head back to your ship, Tali. We'll let you know when we find Vitor.
Like hell. I'm not letting Cerberus take over.
Neither am I, Praza. I don't want to fight you, Shepard. But I can't just let Cerberus handle this. Besides, we need to work together. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
I thought I remember Tali being here, but it seemed almost too early. But here we are.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Oop.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Make activity.
Barely recognize that. Excuse me, out of the way, please. Make way for your commander.
Use overload on him.
Who's got overload?
Shield. Yeah! Enemy down! We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Totally sounds better. Maybe it's the voice effects, maybe it's the performance, I don't know. But I did remark in Mass Effect 1, she, like, the accent that she has seems to sort of slip. She's also just very plain in that game, which I didn't even remember all that much. Oh. She is in fact dead. Yeah, and I guess you could chalk that up character-wise, probably to say that, you know, she wasn't super trusting, or it's just in her character to be fairly meek. I don't know, but I feel like pretty much all the characters in Mass Effect didn't really have much of an opportunity to shine, except for maybe Rex and Garrus. And even then, I feel like... Shit.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Alright. I was gonna say, and even then, I feel like with those two characters, they kind of pale in comparison to some of their later iterations.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Maybe not even necessarily Rex, but definitely in Garrus' case. Not much reaction to some things. Yeah, that kind of goes in for everybody, though, because everybody kind of has, I've noticed, especially replaying it at almost at the same time, like immediately after, that characters just kind of have like stock responses, so it's not even like they're unique necessarily.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Affirmative.
That's what I'm trying to do, but... Miranda just lazing about. Hopefully she doesn't die this time. Might be our first time seeing like male Quarians too. We didn't really see too many in the last game. It might have even just been Tali. I don't remember any other interaction with Quarians.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Well, let's get started.
Overload will take out their shield.
I was gonna do that.
Shield's down.
I should probably save that. They had to save on space, so they really cut down on some things. I don't remember hearing that, but I can definitely see is where they would probably need to cut back on some of the ideas, even if it was just for development time. Ooh, this thing's got some kick to it. Female Krogans, female Turians. Well, I mean, that wasn't even necessarily a cutback from the first game, because we didn't get either of those until Mass Effect 3. And one of them was relegated to DLC. That charge was pretty cool. Oh, did you kill it? Alright, good job. Where's the switch for that? Let's see. Is it the F keys again? It is not. I guess we strictly have to do it in the menu now. That's weird. Also, might as well save, because I haven't saved yet. Like in the entirety of the game. We've had auto-saves, but that's it.
Field is clear.
Okay. No need to shout. should have just went with it.
What's this?
Iridium.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Turn around.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs. You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god.
Pods.
I think it's a collector.
I thought the collectors kept to themselves.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just
You didn't
need to
hear.
see
You were
if
outside.
anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You should join us, Tali.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
I'll be nice to Tali. I'm not gonna just blindly pick
Traumatize
every
with
renegade
critical
option.
care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard. Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
The Collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Miranda and Jacob aren't enough. How many do you need to keep me in check?
I've made it clear to Miranda and Jacob that you're in charge. You decide who joins your squad. Everyone else on this list was chosen specifically for this mission. They're the best.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Just saunters on in here.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Ah, there it is. The one I know and love.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Normandy, V2. Again, we've had a mild discussion on this, but I know a lot of people, like, it seems like overabundance of people love the SR1. Typically preferred to the SR2, but I like the design of the SR2 a little bit better. It looks like a sleeker ship. And I got that stupid spoiler on the back. Although the front fins, I don't know, they kind of dipped in. I'm not too sure what that was about, but that gave it a little bit more of a distinct look. SR2 is a little bit bigger. I don't remember exactly how much, but I know it's big enough where they have to start using the shuttles. They can't just, like, land on a planet anymore. Let's see. Weapons ammo, got some credits, got some iridium. I don't think we'll be naming it that. Fortunately, they take the option out of your hand. Oh, good. Casual Sundays are a thing. You can sort of compare it to the Galaxy class ships in comparison to the Constitution in Star Trek.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Although I still find the
I've been
SR2 to be
I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the
much more military
we know the Collector's use of
than the Galaxy
advanced
was in comparison to the
technology to immobilize their
Constitution's.
victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
AIs are dangerous.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship?
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
See, we still have the command center at the rear. Ah, yes, we can get email in this game. How fun. SR2 is twice the weight. Use the shuttles instead of atmospheric entries. I don't think we'll be getting the infamous Asari High Command email until 3.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Okay, who installed the talking vagina? Unread messages. What do we got? Message from Anderson, from Counselor Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on top, and it's only fair that we are allowed to speak, or you be allowed to speak for yourself, and that about what we've been hearing. There we go. Oh god, we got a lot of stuff. All the DLCs included in this one. Not that it wasn't when I streamed it last time, but I know some people never really got all the DLC for all these games. One of the few games where I feel like it was probably worth it. There's a little radio in the quarters. Has unused music. It's probably got that elevator music in it too. Deal struck with Zaid Masani from the Elusive Man. Shepard, we've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You'll find him in Omega. When he's wrapping up his current bounty, don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Lost contact with survey ship, Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosali is a survey ship with, or is it MS5? I think it's a V. Survey ship with Cerberus connections has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead planet-side exploration rover. Ah, yes, I like that one. Although, as someone put it in one of the last streams, it is a bit of a glass cannon. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosali and are conducting research for us. I need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosali was last seen near the planet Ziona, Illista Ismar Frontier. We've got the Normandy crash sign from Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard. Just as if nothing happened, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see, the final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place a monument and be the first to walk on the site. There's still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Recon Hood from the Elusive Man. Shepard, it occurred to me that to our armored technicians that you might not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues for its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Ah yes, Overlord, Project Overlord. From the Elusive Man, Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. The work is extremely compartmentalized enough that I can't divulge operation details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. Arc Projector from the Elusive Man. Shepard, they finally had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts. Is this important? Hold up. I got a text. Don't worry, I'm not sending you to chase off anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against Geth scouting party. A Geth scouting party, and credited their success. Hold up, I gotta answer this stupid text. There we go. This access to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned from some rest and relaxation... since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is an arc projector. God damn it. Keep getting interrupted. I sent it to Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate its overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well. But laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. And rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. From the Elusive Man, Shepard, at great cost and effort we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zakara ward on the Citadel. There you'll find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual, and put the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. I like Kasumi. I like Zaid too, but Zaid had a little bit less to do. I feel like Kasumi was a little bit more involved. From Stanwyck Dobbs, banking agent, Ascension Financial Services, Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting a modest administration fee for closing the file, the subsequent charge and the status of reactivation of your account, the remaining balance of you have a remaining balance of, how much is that? 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with the Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Apply for a free quote today. Well, there you have it. That's an elevator. That is not what I want. What is the armory? I need to refamiliarize myself with the ship.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Well, I can go in there if I want. I do command this ship, after all.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant.
Yeoman, your hair looks different.
And help you monitor the crew. And
I think they changed it.
It's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Let's keep this professional, Yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Let's take a look in the captain's cabin. Loading times are much quicker.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said,
what if I don't like the rooms this big?
Exterior pressure hall. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
It's just achievements, or achievos, as the cool kids say. There's our fish tank, which we can stock up on fish. Okay, so... the recon hood, we already had that before. Don't have anything else I could wear at the moment, but I'm sure that'll change at some point. What was the initial Citadel docking music?
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
I'm sure he would. Oh, can we run without getting tired? No, we can't. Never mind.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Insurance.
I will say this is probably Seth Green's best performance. Not that I'm familiar with a lot of his work, but I genuinely think Joker's a good character. Oh boy, we got... Oh yeah, we can fly the ship. Like this now. Oh god. Okay, so Mega, there's a lot of stuff there. I don't know what the hell Kyra Manovi is. Farthar. Citadel still in the same spot? Looks like it is. Got the local cluster. Project Overlord. Oh my god, look at all these missions. It is a bit clustered, but at the very least, you know what you're looking at. you know where the missions are. That was a bit of a issue with the last game. Oh yeah, there's the fuel situation too, though. I was never too fond of that. Start off with Omega? We don't even want to unlock the Spectre status first? I'm gonna do that first. And also, I'm not really looking at getting into anything huge just yet. It's kind of funny, like the in-game graphics have been cleaned up and sharpened so much that it used to be that you could tell when the FMV sequence was starting because it looked a lot better than the actual game. But this time around, the game actually looks better than the FMV sequences. I think the FMV sequences might still run at 30 frames, so there's that. That's an obvious thing, but they're also blurrier. I don't know if they were just recorded at like 1080 and buffed out and blew up to 4K or what kind of costumes we got. What's the costume situation looking like? Can I just go with like out anybody? Or do I guess we have to? Fine, they can come along, I guess. Cerberus Officer, what the hell is this? Health and weapons damage, tactical expertise gives combat bonuses to the entire squad. That might be nice. Jacob, what do you do? Miranda's coordination with fire teams gives increased bonus to squad weapon damage. Or Miranda's leadership tactics leaves no one behind, giving increased bonus to squad health. Maybe that. Paramilitary training increases his combat effectiveness through his health and weapons damage. I always liked pull. Maybe we'll do that. Heavy pull. Levitation abilities. Keep your target suspended for longer. Or affect all nearby targets, suspending entire groups in the air. Why don't we do that? It's like a bad park job.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
Oh, wait, we don't want to do that just yet. We'll leave that where it is.
Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services.
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
She looks like some sort of monster wearing human skin.
Are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
She's a synth. Wouldn't be surprised.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I'm getting that everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. Who do I talk to about it?
Our station commander is just beyond the scanners. Out and to the right. He can reinstate your IDs.
Okay.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything, just... Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You don't change it. Anonymity's useful on my current mission.
Sure, you're a goddamn hero. It's not like we have to worry about you smuggling guns in or something. I just put a block in the system. Officially, you still don't exist. And you won't get hassled by the security checkpoints. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost Spectres is still kicking.
Screw the Council.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah.
Miranda just got lost for a
Council
second.
can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
Why did you join CSEC? I don't care.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Oh god, what is this map? Good lord. Where's Rapid Transit? I don't remember this place.
Shepard, are you looking to continue your education? It's one thing to know how to shoot a gun, but do you have the career skills to deploy and manage today's high-tech network infrastructure?
Presidium? Home of the Human Embassy? Is that what we want? Or there's something else. Certain Foundations, Care Award. Dark Star Lounge. No, I think we probably want the Presidium. Time to endorse every shop. I guess we could.
Shepard! Welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
What did you want to see me about?
I'll be honest.
Oh, so cold.
I was hoping to convince the other counselors to be here for this meeting. Unfortunately, they rarely listen to me. Sometimes I wonder if Udina would have been the better choice for this.
Nobody said this was going to be easy. But I know you. You get things done.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I doubt Udina would echo it. He thinks I need to work on my people skills.
The ambassador knows how to play politics. Just tell him what you need and let him figure out how to push it through.
Unfortunately, that usually involves pissing off the rest of the council. They veto my suggestions and nothing changes. Truth is, I just don't have the knack for compromising my principles. A bad trait for a counselor.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk since you came back. Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the council to see things from your point of view. But they refused to see you. You let the previous council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
Human interests are galactic concerns, though.
The Collectors are abducting our colonists in the Terminus systems. And I think they're working for the Reapers.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. The others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
Are they blind? What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it. Just like you and your crew are the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign. Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow him. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
You know the threat the Reapers represent. There must be something you can do.
It's up to you to stop the Reaper, Shepard. All I've got is a title if you want it. I can reinstate your Spectre status. I won't win any popularity contests, but they can't really object. Your title was never officially rescinded when you died. Besides, you're still a hero to humanity. And the Council knows the danger of discounting our opinion.
I'll take whatever asset I can get, old friend. Coming from you, it's as good as the first time.
Not quite the same level of ceremony. And more symbolic than useful, but it still has weight in some quarters. The rest is up to you. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel. I hope you didn't do anything foolish, Counselor, like try to arrange a meeting with the Council. There could be serious political ramifications.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How've the last couple years treated you?
I think
Serving on the council isn't
you
how
see
I
a little
plan to
glimpse of
spend my
Miranda and
final
Jacob
years.
just kind of idling in the background.
Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the council. Join my crew and help me stop the collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
We won't be saying that in the next game.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
Yeah, what's
We
going
don't
on
have
with the
much to look
wreckage?
at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
I seem to remember in some other situation there being like pieces of Reapers before, and even just little fragments of it would cause indoctrination. So I don't know. Maybe they just didn't think it out this early, but it seems like it'd be a problem.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Oh, that's good.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy
Not
was
that I really
destroyed?
care, but
Operations Chief
it's a
Williams is
dialogue
still
option.
with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
No, you cannot. Well, it's always good to hear Keith David. I did want to come here too to re-enable that Spectre status as well. I think if you save the council, you just still have it. I don't think it needs to be reactivated. I know if you choose Udina, you don't get it back. I don't think it really matters too much, but I think that possibly there's some armors that you can get still with your Spectre status, and it might change up dialogue options a little bit, so who knows if it'll actually come in handy at some point, but might as well have it. Seeing as this is a new feature, I doubt there'd be any changes between the first game and this one. I'm a little bit disappointed that there are no poses and no facial expressions to choose from with photo mode. That seems like to just not have, but oh well. Whatever. Kind of a short one today, but we are over 2 hours, so I don't really mind all that much. We'll hit this game up again at some point. I don't know. I mean, I just started Majora's Mask, and we still need to get back to Tomb Raider at some point, so I'm kind of juggling 3 here. But it seems like things are okay. I mostly wanted to do this as a sort of test to make sure that there are no outstanding issues with the PC ever since resetting it, so seems like we're in the clear. Fingers crossed we'll continue to be that way. I do like this game quite a bit, though, so, you know, now that I've started it, it's going to be hard to resist the urge to play it routinely, but we'll still doing those other things in the meantime. Either way, that's going to be it for tonight, so thank you for watching. Appreciate it as always. I'm going to take off, so maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I mean, it can't be any worse than tonight, but maybe it can. Fireworks going off every 2 seconds, but we'll see what it's like, and I guess if it's not too noisy, I'll come back with something else. But anyway, thank you guys for watching again, and we'll see you around next time. Until then, take care. Have a good night.